Welcome to my channel. I really want to appreciate you again for joining in and tuning in and taking time to drop by. Today I want to share another powerful spiritual work that can help to break anything that is negative in someone's life. You see, as we are moving on into the 2023, you need to start preparing yourself so that it can be 2023 can be a smooth sail for you in terms of productivity, success, and progress. So that is why I've been releasing some of this work to spiritually prepare you, to cleanse yourself, to remove some evil and negative things from around you. You know, you do take your bait every day. So also in the spiritual, you need to also do a constant cleansing from any negative things that is around you, that is making things to be difficult for you. You see, there are powerful evil forces that surround us, personality that you cannot see with your bare eyes. You see, even in the natural sense, in the scientific sense, there are a lot of things that we cannot even see with our natural eyes, but that are existing and are living and are influencing our domain. So also in the spiritual, there are things that you cannot see, but they exist and they influence individuals' domain. They influence individuals' life. They make it, these forces, these powerful forces, they make it personality. They make it difficult. Even they are so adamant in some cases that they don't even want to live or leave an individual, even no matter what the individual does. But it is persistent. I want to encourage you, if you are facing such very powerful forces, this work I'm sharing with you today is one that can take care of it. If you can persistently do it, you will see that 2023 will be a year. You see, these powerful forces, they are spellcaster, they are individual, they are wizards. Some, they may be witches that are throwing spells at you. They just decide to make life difficult for you. They don't want you to make anything out of your current life, and you need not to fold your hand to watch it. You need to confront them head on and make sure your life is worthwhile. So there are these forces. They come, they limit people. You have done all the best. You see, if you want to go to any country, there are routes that you have to use to enter into that country. Some people call it the border. You know, if you want to enter into the UK, you have to go through the airport or the seaport, and there are legal entry points. And at that entry point, they can either deny you or allow you. In the spiritual, there are also entry points into certain life, certain blessings, certain progress that forces can either deny you, they can contain an individual. You have done your best, and these forces, they decide to contain you. These are the forces I'm asking you to deal with before you enter into 2023. So I'm encouraging you to do this. This will make all these forces, this spellcaster, this cost releaser into people's life, they will take their hands off you and you become a threat. They dare not touch you again. So now, what are the things you need? What are the things you need in preparing this spiritual soap? It's just one bit, and I can tell you there are things you can easily get around you. You may not even need to spend one naira in Nigerian own or $1 in performing this spiritual work. If you can get these things, the only thing you may need is, because there are things you easily have around you. Number one, the first thing you need is you need water leaf. Water leaf. We call it here in the Yoruba dialect Gbure. Gbure. So you call it water leaf. You need the water leaf. You need to harvest that water leaf with the flyer. I just went around in my compound now, and I just harvested this one. It's still fresh. You can see it. This is the water leaf. You can see this is the flower. Look at it. That's the flower. Can you see the flowers? Those are it. This is the water leaf. You just need this water leaf. Harvest it. Harvest the leaves inclusive with the flower. You need to take off the flower too. You can see this is the flower. You can see it, that's the flower. So you need to harvest the flower and the leaves. So you need this water leaf. That's the first thing you need. The second thing you need is you need some quantity of soap that is enough for you to take just one bit. Any soap of your choice. You can either use the Ghana soap, you can use the Nigerian black soap, you can decide to use any other soap of your choice that you can use to mix with this leaf. Then the next thing you need is you need the red oil. You need the red oil. We call it the palm oil. This is it. This is it, the red oil. I just want you to see it. You need it. So you see it. That's it. You can see it. That's the red oil. That's the red oil. You need some quantity of that. You need it. Then you need your Bible, and then you need your local sponge. You need your Bible to chant Psalm 24, Psalm 51, Psalm 35, and 72. You need your Bible to chant Psalm 24, Psalm 51, Psalm 35, and 72. Now, how do you prepare it? The very first step is for you to grind this water leaf with the flour. You harvest it and you grind it with the flour. Make sure you get the flour alongside with it. So you harvest this and you grind it. You grind it smooth with the leaves and the flour. You grind it. Once that is grinded, you mix it with the soap that you have already with you. That is enough to take just one bit. You mix it with that soap, and then after you are done mixing it, you place that spiritual soap. Now you now place it on your local sponge. You place it on your local sponge. Once you have done placing it on your local sponge, the next thing you need to do is to now take your Bible and start chanting this psalm 3 times each. You chant the psalm that I've said earlier, which I'm going to repeat now, 3 times each over that sponge that have the soap in it. So you chant Psalm 24 3 times, Psalm 51 3 times, Psalm 35 3 times, and the last Psalm 72 3 times. And then you say your prayers. You say your prayers. You say your prayer of release. And then you now go and use that. You now prepare, take your bathing water. Remember, this bath is at night. Please note it is at night. Last thing at night when you are about to sleep. Last thing at night when you are about to sleep. So you now use that soap to take your bath. You use that soap to take your bath at night. So but before you start taking your bath, that particular place, whether it's your bathroom, whether it is outside, wherever you want to take your bath, that is where you will need that palm oil. Now, before you take your bath, the next thing you need to do, you now need to use the red oil, the palm oil that I showed before. You now need to take it. You now need to use it. So what you will do is that you will take some quantity of this palm oil and you will use it to make a very big circle that place. If it is in the bedroom you are using in taking your bath, or if you are going to take the bath outside where you want to take your bath, any place you want to use in taking your bath, what do? You use that palm oil to form a circle. You use it to draw or form a circle. You place it on the ground and you use it to form a circle. Once you should be outside the circle, including the water you want to use and the soap you want to use to take your bath. Now, once you form that circle, the next thing you will do is that you now take everything you want to use in bathing, you take it into that circle. If it is your bedroom, similar thing. If it is outside, similar, you do the same. Then you put your water, your sponge, and then you don't bathe with your slippers or with your shoe or with anything on your leg. It must be outside that circle. Then you step into the circle, into the middle of the circle, and then you take your bath. And that once you have done taking your bath with that circle, wow, you will definitely see result. You will see very quick, fast result of this spiritual exercise that I'm giving you. Then after you have taken your bath, you can decide to wash off the remainder